And of course, we have to talk about time management. This is one of the executive function skills that most people know about, time management. It's the ability to estimate how much time you have, how you're going to allocate that time, how to stay within the boundaries of deadlines. When we're talking about time management, we're going to have to link that with prioritizing, which we are going to talk about in a few. This one we're looking at, we're talking about perseverance. This is extremely important. If we cannot stick to a task, even when it gets difficult, then it's unlikely for us to improve, to get better. Perseverance, as we all know, is sticking to a task even when it's difficult, even when we do not want to do it. These are some of the skills that students have to have. These are the executive function skills. And weaknesses in the executive function skills generally lead to weaknesses in other areas as well. Task management. And here is where sometimes children ask about a project that they have to do. You have to break down that project. So we're looking at exactly what do we have to do? How much time do we have to do it? What can we realistically do in a certain amount of time? How do we prioritize the tasks that we have to do? And of course, planning. And planning is involved in every single one of these executive function skills. Can the child set big plans? And when you're setting a plan, this is closely linked with goal setting as well. This is what I plan to do. However, you have to look at what obstacles may come up. And if these obstacles come up, how am I going to deal with them? That way, when you start working and you encounter the challenges, you already thought about how you're going to deal with that challenge. So then you are not deterred from what you have to do. And of course, we have flexibility. And flexibility talk about your ability to revise plans in the face of obstacles. It's about when you get a setback, how do you react? When you get new information, when you make a mistake. We were all set for school today and we were going to go into the biology lab to do an experiment. Somehow we're not going to the biology lab, we have to stay into the classroom. How does things like that affect the child when they already have a plan and the plan is so rigid that they cannot move around? Metacognition. Metacognition and self-monitoring as closely linked. Metacognition deal with thinking about your thinking. Why do I think? Why do I feel this way? What can I do differently? It's recognizing what is happening inside your mind, your body, your environment, relationship with your parents, with your peers, with your teachers, and being able to figure out how you can best adapt to suit. That's what I was going to say. Now, how does executive function affect learning? It affects making plans. Can you make concrete plans? Can you follow through with those plans? Can you set a goal? Can you keep track of time? Can you finish your work on time? When you have to keep track of more than one thing, can you actually do that? Can you evaluate your ideas and reflect on your work? Can you change your mind in the middle of doing something? Or this really isn't working. What is a better way of doing this? Let me try another way. Executive function also impacts our connection. How can we connect and include past knowledge in discussions, in our writing, in whatever we're doing? And of course, this one in terms of metacognition and self-monitoring. Can we ask for help or seek information when it is needed? So we can see these are all skills that everyone need, not only in school, but even as adults. So the executive function skills are basically all the soft skills that you need to survive and thrive in school, as well as in any as an adult. And the last one, wait your turn to speak. And that has to do with self-control again. That has to do with inhibition.